Afternoon and welcome to the channel. So United fans have long suspected that there is such a thing as a United tax. That's basically a United tax is a fee added on to player values when United inquire for players. But I mean, I can tell you now that when it comes to Rasmus Hojlund, there's definitely a United tax and there's definitely a striker tax too. And here's why. Atalanta won a staggering, literally, it is a staggering for a young player who hasn't played a full season in Serie A yet. They want €100 million for him. They want it right now, and United don't want to pay it. United, and that there's an impasse. I mean, United don't want to pay it, and more correctly, they're not able to pay €100 million. I think earlier this week there was Atalanta knocked back an offer of two players, so that was, if I remember right, it was Anthony Elanga and Mason Greenwood. I think the talk was Mason Greenwood would go on loan, and I'm not sure if the Anthony Elanga was a straight kind of swap, but there'd be cash on top as well. So Rasmus Hojlund had become a United's way. Anthony Elanga would probably have gone on a full term deal to Inter, and Mason Greenwood would have gone on a loan deal. Atalanta didn't want a bar of that. And who's to blame them? However, in a market that's lacking really good quality strikers, Man United find themselves among a string of other clubs who really need a good striker, a proven striker this summer. I mean, so that means that the clubs that are in possession of um, in demand strikers right now can almost demand whatever they want for a player. They can inflate that price. And United are experiencing that with Hojlund and other players we've had an interest in. And play those teams like Atalanta, they can bide their time. That they are in no rush to sell Rasmus Hojlund to Manchester United. So, what are the alternatives? I mean, I could go into detail and talk about Harry Kane and Victor Osimhen, but what's the point? United don't have the money for Osimhen, and we don't have the money for Harry Kane either, because Daniel Levy, let's not forget, he wouldn't sell to United anyway. He won't sell to another Premier League club. But today I did hear a figure that's been put on Harry Kane's head, and that figure is £130 million. Now, how true that is, I don't know, but that's a figure I've heard today. And that apparently would enable Daniel Levy to let Harry Kane leave Tottenham this summer. I mean, right now, Bayern Munich are the only club to have registered a bid, and I think that was something like £68 million a couple of days ago. I think they've had two bids, and I think one of them was 68 million. Another player that United are interested in, or Ten Hag's actually trying to talk to him, is Joao Felix. I mean, Ten Hag's have been a bit of an admirer of the player due to his versatility for some time now. But everything, as always, in the transfer market comes down to money. And conflicting reports are suggesting, well, whether United can actually afford to put a bid in for the player. I mean, we're struggling no matter where we're looking in the transfer window at the moment. So I can't see that actually happening. And while Joao Felix has previously registered interest in returning to the Premier League after the conclusion of his Chelsea loan spell, Atletico Madrid, the Atletico Madrid president, has basically said that he won't, or he has no intention of parting ways with the Portuguese international. And it looks more likely that Joao Felix could end up at Benfica. Basically, they're willing to put an effort in and his spell at Atletico, and he'll go and play in the Portuguese league. Who else are United linked with? Well, obviously there's Eintracht Frankfurt striker Randal Kolo Muani. He's 24 years old. Scored 15 goals in 32 games last season in the Bundesliga. Although across all competitions, he looks like a one goal every two games striker. But he's a French international. He's got a good goal scoring record in Germany. So he'd be a kind of an obvious target for PSG and Bayern. So again, you're looking at inflated prices, and the last time I saw anything, it was around about £80 million. So again, ridiculous money. Well, probably more reasonable, getting towards what his real value is based on his experience and his goal scoring record. Whereas Rasmus Hojlund, obviously, 100 million euros for him is absolutely ridiculous. Although Eric Ten Hag is said to be firm in his desire to sign that player, and it looks like um, what could happen if we sign Andre Onana today or tomorrow or next week or whenever. We're just going to assume it's going to happen. That will allow a bit of a domino effect to happen, and that domino effect is that Henderson, United's currently, De Gea's left. So right now, Henderson is United's number one goalkeeper. He'd be, if we were to start next season without Onana, Henderson would be United's goalkeeper. But the incoming of Onana frees up Henderson. He can go to Nottingham Forest. I think that the talk is about 25 million. And then there's Anthony Elanga again. There's rumour that Everton might be interested, and the price could be as much as 15 million, but there is talk of a little less. So let's add 25 and 15 million. You're talking 40. And the rumour is that United would use that money to add to what they've got already for the Rasmus Hojlund kind of the deal, the bidding process. Personally, is Rasmus Hojlund worth United going all out for? He does look like an exciting prospect, but his ability in front of goal now. I can't remember what the figure for the amount of goal scoring chances he had last season, but I can tell you that the percentage of goals that the percentage of the amount of time he put the ball in the back of the net was 16.7%. So that means he squandered just short of 84% of all his chances in front of goal last season. So there you have it. United are in a bit of a mess where it comes to recruiting for a number 9. If you're like me, you're a United fan, and before the transfer window, we thought it was a priority. We didn't think getting a new goalkeeper was a priority just yet. We thought it was a striker, and we would. I was saying, and people in the comments were saying, 2 strikers, one kind of proven goal scorer and another up and coming, and that's what we saw Hojlund as, or that's what I saw Hojlund as, this up and coming striker who could learn from a more experienced. But it looks like we're struggling to even get that inexperienced striker due to inflated prices. So that's where we are right now. For the rest of the day, we're keeping an eye on the news, seeing what's going on with Andre Onana and everything else. And as soon as there's any update on Onana or any other breaking news today, I'll let you know. If you like the video, please smash a like. If you've got anything to say about it, any comments, please let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe if you don't subscribe and help the channel grow. Thanks for watching.